Hi everyone, this is Michael Brook from Rapid Couples Counseling. This video is entitled When Somebody Reaches Their Breaking Point. Frequently couples come to me right on the edge of disaster, where they are at the point where their relationship is breaking down. This is quite common, like people often will not fix things before they're just about to blow up. People come to me and they say, well, should I stay or should I go? I mean, that's a very, very common question. And I've covered this in a video before. But often people will come to me where one person has fully reached their breaking point. And what does it take to get there? Like, what happens when somebody reaches their breaking point? And what are the reasons to leave a long-term relationship or a long-term marriage? This video is about addressing those things. So there are a limited number of reasons why it's useful to leave a long-term relationship. The first thing is when one person just can't take the relationship anymore, where their needs aren't being met, your partner's actively not meeting their needs. And even though they've tried to get the partner to meet their needs, they've tried and they've tried and they've tried and they've tried, and things haven't changed. That's actually quite a common one, where people feel like they've got nothing left, the tank's empty, they've given 100% plus 10% more, and they've got nothing left and they're done. The next one is when one person feels like the abuse they've been experiencing in the relationship, they can't take the abuse any longer. Whether that's yelling, whether that's name calling, whether that's physical aggression, whether that's indifference, because indifference is a form of abuse, whether that's one of those things, when they get to the point where they go, I just can't take this any longer, that's a really good reason to leave a relationship where you're being continually abused on an ongoing basis. The next reason to leave a long-term relationship is where there's too much resentment that's been built up. Now, sometimes one person will have a whole heap of resentment about things that have happened in the past, and they can't get over that. And that resentment as often has been described to me by clients as being something that accumulates. It's like a heavy backpack, and that accumulates over time. And often that resentment gets to a point where they just say, I can't do this anymore. This is it. I'm done. When the weight past becomes too much and they can't see a future worth wanting. The next reason is where there's perpetual conflict, where the partner just doesn't know when to stop. Now, often if you've got one person who's conflict avoidant and one person's conflict okay, often the conflict okay person has to be right, and they cannot let a conflict go. And so they'll fight and they'll fight and they'll fight and they'll fight. And one person goes, hey, no, we need to stop. We need to tone this down. And they keep on fighting and they keep on fighting and they keep on fighting. And they just don't know when to stop. And if one person has a choice between either peace by themselves or perpetual fighting with their partner, it's really easy to choose peace, right? So it's really important if the conflict doesn't and can't stop, that it at some point has to be put an end to it. Now, the next reason to end a long-term relationship is when one person looks at what's going on and they don't want to affect their kids from what's going on. So, for example, let's say you have one person and then they're continually fighting and they know that they're teaching their kids bad lessons about life and bad lessons about relationships, and their partner doesn't want to change. They don't want to change how they deal with each other. And even if they've got some great information, partner doesn't want to change and they keep on demonstrating really bad behavior to their kids, it's quite common for people to go, look, I'm not going to damage my kids by staying in this relationship. That's actually a really good reason to leave, because kids are like sponges. Often one person will go, I don't want to teach my kids that staying in an abusive relationship is normal. I don't want to teach my kids that accepting abuse or accepting continual fighting or accepting passive indifference or accepting a whole behavior that's unacceptable. I don't want to teach my kids that's acceptable. And so they'll leave a relationship. There are probably others, but these are the ones that immediately spring to mind. So you know it's time to leave when one of those things are going on. Your needs aren't being met and that you can't see. Your partner doesn't want to change, even though you might ask over and over and they simply do not want to bring the best themselves to a relationship, when resentment has been built up, when you've got perpetual fighting, and when you look at your kids and go, I don't want to do this to my children. When one of those conditions are there, it's probably really a good idea to pull the pin. I hope this video has helped. If you do feel like you're on the edge of ending your relationship, please give me a call on 0432 book in a session. There's a booking link in the description. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and there's a booking link in the description for my book, Thriving in Flux, 9 Timeless Principles for Relationship Happiness and Success. Thanks so much for your time, and I look forward to making more quality content for you shortly. Bye.